Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline and today I'm gonna talk about something rather personal actually. And before I get into it, let me just say I am not shaming or judging anyone in this video. This is just my own personal choice and my own personal reasons for that choice. So let's get started. So, I have chosen to be child-free. And no, I do not hate children. I actually have a niece whom I love very, very much. And I know for a fact that she loves her auntie. So what does being child-free have to do with chronic illness? Well, it is actually a really big part of why I have chosen to be child-free, and here's why. It's actually a little bit weird because I have always kind of known that I didn't want to have children, but there was a time in my life where I thought I would or maybe even should have children because that's what you do. And let's just get it straight, that's a really, really bad idea to have children. You should only have children if you want to, not because society expects you to. But I've always known that I really didn't want to have children, and it's almost like it always kind of felt a little bit wrong. And today, now that I live with chronic illness, I actually think that my body has always known that it would be a bad idea to get pregnant, give birth and raise a child. So this feeling of it being wrong for me to have children, I feel like my body knew before I knew. You know? Yeah, always listen to your body, you know? We have really strong intuition as human beings. We need to listen. I really do believe it was my body talking to me saying, that's just not the way we should go. No. So other than the fact that I have never desired to have children, it's not something I have ever thought of as, yay, I just want to have a baby. Like, I've never had that. I'm 32 years old now, and people always talk about this biological clock that starts ticking. And I think mine is broken because I don't have it. I don't long for a baby. I don't look at other babies and I'm like, oh, I just want one. Like, I don't have that. I don't. I don't know what to say. I don't. But my illness is actually also a really big part of the final choice to not have children. I'm really exhausted all the time. And my body is literally fighting 24/7 to keep me alive. On top of that, I take a lot of medicine. And as you know, it has side effects. My Crohn's especially also tends to be very unstable. It goes up and down, obviously, but it's just never really just steady. And also, pregnancy obviously takes a toll on the body. And I just don't feel like I can push my body further. I can't push it beyond its limits. That doesn't, for me, feel like a very good idea. And obviously, giving birth is also incredibly hard for the body. I read somewhere many years ago, so I don't really remember where I read it, but I read somewhere that women with Crohn's who give birth, their Crohn's tends to become active when they give birth. And yeah, I'm just gonna take a big pass on that one. No, thank you. Having a baby is obviously also a lot of work. You have to spend all your time and energy on that baby, and I don't have the energy. I simply don't. I can't imagine, you know, sleepless nights. I mean, oh my God, I sleep 9-10 hours at night and I'm still exhausted and fatigued when I wake up. Like, I can't have sleepless nights. That's just not realistic for me. And I just don't see myself having that energy to take care of a baby. I mean, I'm barely functioning as it is. I'm also really sure that I would be pushing my body beyond its limits by having a baby to take care of. And I'm also very sure that for me personally, I would only become more sick because of it. And honestly, I feel like a child deserves parents who can be there for them all the time. And like I always say, you know, I can barely keep myself alive. How am I supposed to keep a child alive? Let me just add a disclaimer here. I'm not saying that people with chronic illness can't be amazing parents. I follow people on YouTube and on Instagram who live with chronic illness and have children, and they are amazing parents. So I'm not saying you can't be an amazing parent if you have chronic illness. I'm saying that I can't. Last but not least, I want to spend the very little energy I have on something I love and something I'm passionate about. For some people, that might be children, but it's just not for me. I want to sleep when I need to. I want to go out when my illnesses allow me to. I want to travel. I want to create awareness about chronic illness. I want to help other people with chronic illness. I want to enjoy my life. And for me, raising a child is just not enjoying life. So basically, it makes absolutely no sense for me to have children. I have these illnesses that would really make me have to sacrifice a lot in order to have children and to raise them. And on top of that, I don't really have any desire to have children. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Why would I do that if I don't even really want to? I don't really remember when I made the final choice to not have kids, but I'm 32 now and I have so much peace with it. You know, when I was younger, people would say, wait till you get older, and I am very grateful that I did not, when I've been in serious relationships, that I did not have children. I could not. I feel blessed that didn't happen, that I didn't just do it because that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really glad I didn't, because right now, with everything I go through, I'm just like, I am feeling blessed that I don't have that responsibility to bring up a child. And I know I have repeated this throughout the video, but I want to say again, it's so important for me that you understand that I do not judge people with chronic illness who have chosen to have children. Because like I mentioned earlier, you can be an amazing parent with chronic illness. It's all about prioritizing. And I just don't want to prioritize raising a child when I don't even want one. Like, that doesn't make any sense, and I hope you agree with me. But I just want to say, just because this is a very sensitive subject for some people, and I just want to say, if you have chronic illness and you are rocking as a parent, you go. It's just not for me. It doesn't make sense for me and my situation, and that's all. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video because I was honestly very afraid that maybe I'm gonna get a shitstorm, because this whole children, no children subject is a very sensitive subject to some people. And yeah, so I actually hesitated a little bit. I wasn't sure. It's a little bit scary to put it out there, honestly, but I feel like if I want to have all of you get to know me, well, you need to know all aspects of my life. And this is obviously a big part of my life, that I have chosen not to have children, just like it's a big part of your life if you choose to have children. So I just felt like it's something I should just get out there. But that's why I have repeated so many times that there's no judgment, no shaming. It's all good. This is just how I feel in my life and in my situation. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like this video and turn on notifications. You can also go find me on my Instagram. That's also called The Art of Being Ill. Have a blessed rest of the day, and I'll see you next time right here on my channel.